If you're always thinking when you walk into your house, if you think consciously about the water that's coming in and you start to look at things in the house that you can do to protect it. For instance, we talked about the fertilizers on the fertilizer sprayers. You're filling up a pool outside and you put the water hose inside the pool to fill it. Instead of doing that, you need to raise the water hose up above. Same thing if you're filling up a bucket, you're filling up anything. You need to raise it at least an inch above the water level so that the end of the water hose doesn't go into any kind of water, chemical, or anything like that. And there's also storm water that you have to be protective of, because all the water that you see in the rivers and streams have the potential to be used as a source water for your drinking water. So what goes down the drain or what goes into a storm box can eventually end up in your drinking water. So you need to think of that cycle. You might not be receiving the water that you're discharging as your drinking water, but somebody downstream might be. So for the same token, you should be careful of water that you're letting run on the ground. The best thing is don't change your oil in your driveway without capturing it and recycling it. Capture all your waste as best as possible. Don't let it just run on the ground. If you're having a big party at home and you're having a crawfish boil or you're doing a fish fry and you have all that grease left over, and a lot of people say, let's pour it on the ant beds. You have to consider that that's eventually going to end up in your storm drains and eventually end out into the rivers. And now you've got a nice grease slick, and nobody wants that. Dispose of it properly. You can use kitty litter to dry it up. You can use papers that you've been throwing away to soak up the oils, and then get rid of it into the garbage. One of the other things now with the big push for biodiesel and cleaner fuels, you can find locations that will actually take your grease and recycle it.